see, it's the way it is. Life holds many sorrows. Lift up your heart, lean on your dad when you're not strong enough. He'll carry you home. Make all your mistakes.
Well, a very good afternoon on the 3rd day of November 24. It's obviously, well, unless you follow my vlogs you won't know that this is Atholl Return. But I stopped off for prayer. I'm heading north actually. I'm going up to Blair Atholl to stay for a few days. So it's just after 2:30. I'm probably about 30 minutes behind schedule, but I did zip down to the cemetery to lay flowers on my relatives' graves. And it was very sweet to see a couple of deer just standing next to my great granny and great grandfather's graveside. It was amazing, beautiful. So my deed's done, and I'm going to just come in for a quick prayer for a safe passage north. And I would have been up in the mountains on a day like this. It's just absolutely glorious. A real blessing after the sort of summer we've had. We've had a fantastic autumn, truly. I haven't really been posting anything because I can't be bothered. I have been out and about on the hills, but not the great high ones, not the tops at least. But on a day like this, it really is quite superb. Standing up and looking down onto the inversion cloud, it really uplifts your whole mind, body and soul. But I'm going to lift my mind, body and soul by having a quick chat with our dear Lord as I make prayer at Atholl Return. So thank you. I mean, just look into Glen Lochan there. Isn't that wonderful, Annie? Of course, it's through the glass window, so you're probably getting a bit of reflection here, Annie. Why don't you do it outside? Well, I've already done that. But anyway, I'm going to zoom off north and listen to some the end of the Gaelic classical hour. It'll be followed by a service from the Hebrides. I'm looking forward to that between 3 o'clock and 3:30. So, yeah, it's all very good, Andy. So thanks for stopping at the church and making prayer. Delightful. Welcome, Andy. So I've just checked into the fabulous Atholl Arms Hotel here in Blair Atholl, actually. Well, the name gives it away, doesn't it? Look at this absolutely glorious home fire. Do you remember when I visited there in the summertime? I said I can't wait to visit when we've got the all these dried out logs sitting on a open fire. It's absolutely wonderful, especially for the start of November. It's Sunday the 3rd of November, and I'm so pleased to be here. A9 was very busy, but most of them were travelling south. So it wasn't too bad actually coming north. There's been a lot of roadworks around as well. It's causing disruption for me trying to get to Dilkeld or Aberfeldy. So Aberfeldy road's closed for a wee while as well. So it's been just paying attention to the road signs. But anyway, it's not here for a traffic report. I just wanted to show you around before I'll take you upstairs and show you my room that I'm going to be staying. That's you can see how beautiful it is, Andy. I remember I mentioned back in the summer about the Chesterfields. That room is absolutely perfect. Thank you. The Chesterfields are going to be. I'm going to take a spot every every 3 hours and sit somewhere. And as I say, well, this is the massive dining room. They don't serve dinner, but they do serve food in the bar, so I'm not going to be stuck for something to eat. I'm not particularly hungry. I had a pretty decent breakfast this morning. But anyway, I'm not going to linger too much here in the reception. Reception's round the corner. But this is absolutely wonderful, isn't it? Andy? Look at the logs and stuff. The coal scuttle's needing a bit of a fill. But we've got absolutely tons of log. This is really seasoned hardwood, something that I've got at my address actually. But I don't have a basket like that. It's a fantastic idea, but that would take up bloody half my house if I put that sort of basket in the lounge. It's really good, so I won't linger long. I'm sure I'll be coming back to conversations at this level in the foreseeable future, so very good. That's my room at the very top there. Room 303. Pretty decent room too. I wanted to see this here. This big stone. It's a memorial stone for the soldiers of the First World War. You see, 1914 to 1918. And their names are all listed over there, you see. But, so next Sunday will be Remembrance Sunday. It's amazing how quick the period goes from the equinox to, well, it slows down. It takes in Halloween and Guy Fawkes night, and then then you've got Remembrance Sunday, you know, Armistice Day on the 11th of the 11th, and then it slows down in that period up until Christmas. I always find this, at least. Gives you a bit of respite from all the things. Look at these leaves, Annie. There's lovely stuffing around in the old oak leaves. It's something I love doing, really. I absolutely adore this sort of behaviour. I do. But, so it is a very fine establishment, but what I was going to say, there's a better view of it, for the entrance and stuff there. Beautiful inside. But, anyway, there we go. A little place to sit in the morning with a coffee, with a cigaretto, after breakfast or even before breakfast. And so there's a war memorial across the way, and you can see in the background, of course, there's a great big bonfire being built. So I'll be here. What day is this? Yes, I'll be able to attend the bonfire over it'll be on Tuesday, ain't it? We can go and watch the bonfire. The Bothy Bar, a warm welcome awaits. Well, maybe not for me, but you can see the fabulous table set out for well, dinner that's not going to be happening, not in the restaurant at least. But, I'm travelling tomorrow, so I'm not going to have well, I don't want to drink anyway. But, we'll have a wander in here, Andy. Yes. Priest's on handles open. Well, what else are we meant to do? You see, we've been here before, Andy. Remember when we saw this? Very, very nice. Isn't it? Beautiful. Absolutely wonderful. The old fire range there, ain't it? And we'll go through where we were before, a bit dark. It's a bit dark in here. Well, I'll take you up to the room. I'll get something to eat shortly, maybe about 7 o'clock-ish. I came back to sit in front of the fire because the fire says, Andy, come and sit down. She says, I'll make you very envious of me compared with your fire at home. That's what it said to me. It says, Andy, this is what you call a real fire. Yes, but if I couldn't have a fire size as that in my room. Not really. Well, I could, but I like the fire with the doors closed on it. It sends the heat through the radiators, and it warms my house and heats my water. So that's important. I don't think you heat the water. And, isn't it? That's a brilliant fireplace. It really is. A real big mantle. It really is. It's a smashing place. I like it. And there's a piano over there, which I'm tempted. But I think I'll have to ease myself in gently. But I can have a meal in the dining room if I want. He says, nobody books the dining room. I said, well, I'm not being socially avoided. I might sit in the bar this evening and have my meal, but I think I prefer to sit at a table. He says, well, we'll do that for you if you wish. I said, that'd be great. Is that where you can sit down and you can have a glass of wine and just take your time over your meal, and in case there's any low vibrational music you see in the background, you don't want that, you know, if you're in the bar. Or somebody sitting at the bar with, on their own, and there's nowhere else to look but look at you when you're eating. I've had that experience. Sitting at the bar guzzling my pint and somebody's having a meal, and I'm well, I'm not going to change my stool. I'm going to sit where I am. You can't help looking at you stuffing your face with lettuce. No. Just one final thing before I pop upstairs. Of course, this basket, you've got no ideas of dimension. I mean, you might not be able to believe me that this fire is about, what? It's about 5 feet wide. It's about 7 feet wide from the edge of the mantle to that edge. And these baskets, I mean, well, you can see that's a large, it looks like a Fortnum Mason basket of all things, but it's not. But anyway, the main big basket here full of these seasoned logs, this dainty little Chesterfield chair. I mean, I wish I'd had that when I was, well, my granny had something similar, which has probably got me in the mood for Chesterfield most of my life, and that's why I went and purchased one like this. Same colour as well. But anyway, I just think these lovely little chairs, very, very dainty. They really are. Very, very nice. Whether for an elderly lady or a youngster or something wants to relax or read a book or a newspaper or something. Maybe you got the FT or something, and and want to check a few petrochemical share prices or something like that nature, Very relaxing to do so. There we go. So I'll leave the fire in peace. I'll retire upstairs for a short while, I think. So here we are, room 303, Annie. Just making sure I've got the right one. Yes. And it's a very decent room, and it's not overly hot, which pleases me no end. And I've got these windows, sort of mini French windows that I can open if I require, but I have to remember on the bloody top floor and not fall out them, sleepwalking or something like that. But this is rather dainty. Give me a little sheep just to remind me of Donnelly auctions. Which is very good. It's not bad at all, actually. This is my house for the next 5 days. Of course, I'm not paying the full whack, am I? I got a pretty good deal. And then I phoned them a couple of weeks ago and I said, listen, that excellent deal you gave me, you couldn't improve on it, could you? So, what's the situation? I says, I'm just looking for the fact it's no dinner or bed and breakfast, just bed and breakfast. All right, we'll give you this. I said, well, that's fine, that'll do me, perfect. I must say it was quite a shock to have a further reduction. But that's me working in the hotel trade, it's having that knowledge. So this is a fine looking bathroom. And they gave me a bath. They said, we'll give you a bath because we think you bloody need a bath. All that walking in the hills that you keep doing, you must get your feet bathed in some Epsom salts or something. It's not bad actually, it's a very clean bathroom. Slightly dated according to some people, but I like vintage colours. It's probably very, very plush setup in the 1970s to be perfectly honest. That sort of, I think it's been done since the 70s, Andy, come on. I don't know, you can't really get these sort of sinks now. Bloody sinks you get now is like a goldfish cut in half. Not a goldfish bowl cut in half, you fool. That's the sort of sinks you get in the 21st century. Bloody plumbers must be embarrassed to stock these in people's houses. I mean, it's this green energy sort of thing, this saving water. I mean, goodness me. That's an extra couple of half glassfuls in a bloody sink. You would bloody clean your teeth, you're running a bloody tap non-stop. Well, most people in Scotland do at least, because they think that there's an endless supply of water. If you had to pay for water like you do in England, you might think twice about bloody running it non-stop. Oh, my grandmother had all those old-fashioned Belfast sinks. They're absolutely brilliant things. You could bloody wash the sheets in the bloody by hand, and the sinks were so deep. And there's an ample supply of hot water from the coal fire. Just heated the boiler. There was never cold water in the house. Never. You didn't need bloody immersion heaters. They didn't have them because there was no requirement for immersion. Everything's designed to make electricity, the consumer to use more and more of it. And of course they pay more and more for it, so they pay a higher price than ever for electricity. It's damn stupid. Got to charge everything. Got to keep your computer running all the time. You've got your laptop to charge up. You've got your bloody mobile phones and every other thing. Everything has got electricity. Digital. Yeah. So well, this is where I am, and there's nothing I can do about it. I'm going to go have a little gaze around and see if they've got any books just to keep me occupied. If not, in one of these drawers there's undoubtedly going to be a Gideon's Bible, which will pass away the hours for me. Normally they have a Gideon's Bible somewhere. What's this say? Dear guest, we hope you enjoy your stay with us. Yeah, blah blah blah. Gideon's Bible might be in here, ain't it? It is. Well, it's pretty decent of these people to, give every single hotel room in the world a Bible. I mean, the cost of that must have been absolutely immense. These Bibles are not cheap. I bought a new Bible recently. I wanted it. I wanted a Bible, not the Gideon's one, but similar to the ones I use in church, the New English version. But so it's exactly. I couldn't believe I was in Atholl Kirk. I told the minister. I said, on the very first time I walked in, I opened the Bible, and it was Proverbs 17:1. I just opened Proverbs there. I knew I did. Did you? I'll just check, eh? I've got my spectacles. Hold on a second. But I opened Proverbs 17:1 on my very first occasion I went to Atholl Kirk, ever. And I told the minister, I said, lo and behold, in the summer, I opened, I opened the Bible often, but I opened the Bible on my anniversary of being in the church. And lo and behold, it was Proverbs 17:1 exactly. I opened it at different Pew Bible, a different placement. And then the third time I was in, this is after I told them, next time I went in, I opened it in another part of the church, and it was Proverbs 17:1 again. So I went online, and I went onto eBay, and I had a look, and there was the Bible. I thought, that's exactly what I'm looking for. I scrolled down. I couldn't believe it, but what they said at the bottom, they showed you different pages and stuff to let you know it was the real Macaulay. And it was Proverbs 17:1. So I can't wait to tell the minister about this one. And yeah. I love it. I should have brought it with me, but I knew there would be a Bible here. I'll take some time to read it. I might spend the time reading the book of Proverbs. And I think it was David that wrote them. Yes, it was David. Yes, it. Yeah. So I'm fairly chuffed with my setup here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to head downstairs and get something to eat shortly. But this is my little room for several days, Amy. You won't have any internet access, apart from your phone perhaps, but do you need it? Not really. And I don't want to even bother with that television. So I'm just going to read. I've got things to want to visit in the next few days. So this is my central location for making several visits here, there and everywhere up in this part of extreme north of Perthshire here.